I want to share a couple of different things that came up for me when I started to reflect on what it would mean to me to finish this year strong and head into 2026 strong. There's a few things that showed up. So, as a creative who's really a high performer and likes to get stuff done, it's very natural for me to first go to a place of, okay, what do I want to accomplish to finish this year strong? And I think for a lot of people, that can be the case. But it doesn't always lead to very realistic expectations. And so there's a couple of other things that I thought about here, and I thought it would be valuable to share with everyone else. So, one thing was thinking about if I were to finish this year strong, how would I be feeling closing out the year? And how would I be feeling heading into 2026? And if the answer to those questions is not feeling stressed, overwhelmed, exhausted, burnt out, then I really can use that to then filter through, okay, what are the things that I said would feel great to accomplish by end of year? And is that really realistic and in alignment with the way that I want to feel ending this year? If it's not realistic, and I recognize I would really like to feel more at peace and grateful and appreciative, and I would really like to feel like I'm still making progress, but I'm not going at the speed that's really heading right towards burnout. And so the next one is really related to this. So I think often about how I have showed up for others in my life, but it takes a little bit more intentional thought for me to really reflect on how I'm showing up for myself. And that ties into me finishing the year strong because, again, that's really going to influence how I feel ending this year and how I feel heading into the new year. Whether I'm honoring my values through my decisions and my actions and really making decisions that help me show up well for myself as I'm also showing up well in my relationships and my responsibilities. And then the last thing that came up for me was thinking about all of the blessings from this past year and not just thinking about things that were good and beautiful and wonderful. So I do like to think about those things in finishing this year strong, but also thinking about the challenges and the problems that I encountered, and maybe I'm still um, going through some of them, is thinking about what lessons and growth I can take from those from this year and head into 2026 stronger and wiser for. So, thinking about things like what did I overcome that I should acknowledge and give myself credit for? Or if it's still an ongoing challenge, then what did I keep moving through? What did I keep setting intentions to keep positively moving through? And if there's things that I've started this year, even if things are not perfect, but I started and I'm continuing to commit and recommit, then giving myself the acknowledgement for that, for just simply starting. And then the flip side of that is, what did I stop? What did I say no to that was no longer serving me? That was a boundary that I needed to set, that was not taking me in the direction that I knew that I wanted to head. And those are some of the most difficult decisions to make. And I think it's really important in thinking about finishing the year strong is really acknowledging not only what you started and what you're doing, but also what you had the courage to say no to and to stop that was no longer serving you. And so I hope that in sharing this that you've gotten some insight for your own life too, and thinking about how can you finish this year strong and really reflecting on some of those things so you can give yourself some more credit, because we don't always do that at the end of the year. We often get to a place where we're thinking of everything that we didn't get done in the year and don't allow ourselves to really feel that sense of pride and progress that comes from the full spectrum of life, not just what you accomplished, but also how you've taken those challenges and the lessons from them and grown through them, and how you can also take that into 2026 to really lead your life differently. So I hope this served you. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what shows up for you when you think about finishing this year strong.